Hello, welcome to Chemistry channel. I am Mrs. Anjali Nadgowda, Department of Chemistry, KLS Gokte PU College, Belgavi. In our last class, we have completed about the amino acids, their structures, and about the proteins, their structures, protein structure, and we have also completed what happens when the proteins are heated, or is the if any change is made in protein, that is changing the adding the acid or changing its pH, etc., that is denaturation of protein. Today we are going to see about the enzymes. So what are these enzymes? Enzymes are the proteins which acts as a biochemical catalyst. See, for many of the industrial reactions, we use different types of catalyst. So, for biological reactions, these enzymes acts as catalyst, and hence they are called as biochemical catalyst. Enzymes, with few exceptions, are water soluble globular proteins. They are very particular or specific for a substrate, that is reactant. Means one enzyme cannot be used for the different reactants. For one particular reaction, only one enzyme can be used, and this is called as specific nature. So here are some examples of enzyme catalysis reactions. Let us have the example inversion of cane sugar. That is, when cane sugar is hydrolyzed, it gives glucose and fructose. So in this reaction, invertase is used as an enzyme to catalyze the reaction. Like that, conversion of glucose into ethyl alcohol or conversion of starch into maltose. Some examples are given. Please go through it, and these names will be asked for 1 mark. Now, let us study hormones. So, what are hormones? In day to day life, we are always hearing about the changes in the body, and when we go to doctor for the treatment, many changes they occur this many changes occur because of hormonal changes. So what are these hormones means, and how they act in our body, or what is their role in our body? So these are the chemical substances secreted by the ductless glands into blood, which transports it to a distant or target organ to affect the physiological activity such as growth or metabolism. So these are very important for our growth or our metabolism, that is many reactions which are taking place in our body, or many changes which are taking place in our body as our age increases. These acts as intracellular messengers, means they are acting as a messenger. The functions of hormone is they help to maintain the balance of biological activities in the body. For example, insulin, oxytocin, glucagon, hydroxyne, etc. So I hope everybody knows about the insulin. Insulin maintains the blood sugar level, and because of this, if the insulin level is decreased, we know that the person suffers from diabetes. So this is how there are many types of different hormones which are useful for our growth or maintenance of the body. So here is the list of important types of hormones and their functions. For example, type polypeptide hormones. Example, insulin or glucagon, which maintains the blood sugar level or glucose level. Amino acid derivatives. Example, epinephrine or norepinephrine brings out a response to stimuli or increases pulse rate and controls blood pressure. Like that, thyroxine is one more amino acid derivative hormone, that is iodine containing hormone, which maintains the growth and development. I hope many of you have heard about the thyroid problem. So this thyroid problem is because of the thyroxine hormone. Like that, steroid hormones, that is estrogen and androgens, which controls the development and normal functioning of female and male sex organs respectively. Means estrogen controls the functioning of female sex organ and androgen controls the development or normal functioning of male sex organs. Glucocorticoids controls the carbohydrate metabolism. Then mineralocorticoids, which controls the level of excretion of water and salt by the kidney. So there are different types of such hormones which brings out different functions in our body. So which are very important, that list I have given to you. Please go through the list. Now this question can be asked for 1 mark. Next, one more biomolecule, that is vitamins. So what are these vitamins? The organic compounds required in the diet in small amounts to perform specific biological functions for normal maintenance of optimum growth and health of the organism. Or the simple definition we can give, the organic compounds other than carbohydrates, proteins and fats that are necessary to maintain normal health, growth and nutrition are called vitamins. I hope everybody knows the word vitamins, because in our day-to-day life we use this word many times. Now, from where we are getting all these vitamins? Can it be produced in our body, or we should take it? That is, we get it from diet. Now, plants can synthesize almost all the vitamins, but human being cannot. All the vitamins are generally available in our diet. That is, we should take it from our food. For simplicity, vitamins are designated or represented by alphabets, that is A, B, C, D, E and K. So all these are capital letters. Vitamin B is subgrouped as B1, B2, B6, B12. These vitamins we are getting it from vegetables or the food we eat, and that's why many times I think your mother is also telling, eat this vegetable, eat that vegetable, don't hate any vegetables, because vegetables are the original source or main source of the vitamins. Here is one note. Excess of vitamin is also harmful. So, vitamin pills should not be taken without advice of doctor. Now, if we don't eat the vegetables in required quantity, obviously we have to go to doctor, and again they will give the vitamin tablets. So, better to eat home food, that is fruits and vegetables. So how this classification of vitamins is done? So depending on the solubility of vitamins in water or fats, they are classified into two types, that is water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. So what are water soluble vitamins? These vitamins must be supplied regularly in diet because they are readily excreted in urine and cannot be stored in our body. Excreted means removed. They contain OH group or COOH group, that is alcoholic group or carboxylic acid, or other polar groups that impart water solubility. As these groups are forming the hydrogen bond with water, they are soluble in water. Hence, these type of vitamins are called as water soluble vitamins. Example, vitamin B, except B12, remember this. And vitamin C. Vitamin C we are getting it from lemon or the citrus fruits. Next is fat soluble vitamins. They are soluble in fats and oils, stored in liver and adipose tissues, that is fat storing tissues. So example is vitamin A, D, E and K, and one more is vitamin B12. So here is also one note is given, that is overdosing of soluble vitamins, fat soluble vitamins is hazardous, means harmful, because it accumulates in body fats. Means these vitamins are required in required amount or in limited amount. That's why if you see the definition is given like that only, that is the apart from carbohydrates, proteins, fats, some amount of substances are required, organic substances are required, that is called as vitamin. Now, what are the types of vitamins? What are the sources and deficiency disease? See what happens if we don't get the vitamins in required quantity. It causes the different diseases. For example, vitamin A. So it occurs in fish liver oil or carrots, butter and milk. So what this vitamin deficiency causes, or which disease is formed in human body? Because of vitamin A deficiency, we get xerophthalmia, that is hardening of cornea of eye, or night blindness. Vitamin B12, it occurs, the sources are meat, fish, egg and curd. So deficiency disease is pernicious anemia, that is RBC, red blood cells deficient in hemoglobin. That is the person become very weak, which we call it as anemic. Vitamin C, which is also called as ascorbic acid. So sources are citrus fruits, amla and green leafy vegetables. Deficiency disease is scurvy, that is bleeding gums. Vitamin D. So here main source is sunlight. Now this sunlight should be morning sunlight, that is which we can get it before 9 o'clock. Exposure to sunlight is the main source of vitamin D. Then fish and egg yolk. So, what is the disease caused due to deficiency of vitamin D is rickets. Rickets means bone deformities in children. That is, sometimes bone becomes bent, or osteomalcia, that is, soft bones and joint pains in adults. So, here is this table explains about the name of the vitamins, sources, and deficiency. If you want more about this, then please refer table number 14.3, page number 418 and 19. The important ones I have given in this table. So here is the assignment. What are enzymes? Give one example of enzyme catalytic reaction. Name the enzyme used in inversion of cane sugar. What are hormones? Give an example. Give the function of insulin or glucagon or mineralocorticoids or thyroxine. What are vitamins? Give an example. Explain the classification of vitamins based on solubility or dietary requirement. Name the disease caused by deficiency of vitamin A or B or C or D or E or K. Any one of this will be asked in the exam. So such type of questions will be asked in the exam. Thank you. I hope you all are safe.